You ever sit there thinking about everything you need to do, everything you should be doing, everything you could be doing, and somehow you do absolutely nothing? Like you just sat there for 45 minutes, mentally worked on an 8-hour shift, and still didn't move. Like you're busy all day, but nothing in your life is actually changing. Like you're thinking a lot, but not moving at all. That's not productivity. That's mental overload. And if we're being honest, you're probably not confused about what you want to do. You're just not doing it. And if we looked at your actions, it would tell a completely different story than what you've been telling yourself. I'm Cyrus Assar. I run a burnout recovery center, wrote Burned Out but Built for More, and have spent over 25 years leading community impact. The goal is to be better than we are yesterday and apply that every day. There's a type of burnout most people don't recognize. It's not, I've been working too much. It's more like, I've been thinking too much and doing absolutely nothing. You're constantly thinking about what decisions to make, what the best option is, what could go wrong, what people will think, whether it's the right time, and because you're trying to get it right, you never start. Or you start, then you stop. Or you restart over and over again. And over time, you become exhausted, not from doing too much, but from thinking in this constant loop. You've probably done it already today. Let me say this clearly, because this is where most people get uncomfortable. You don't have an overthinking problem. You have a finishing problem. And most people will hear that and immediately try to explain why that's not them. Because thinking feels productive. You feel busy. You feel engaged. You feel like you're working on it. But if nothing is getting done, you're not progressing. You're looping. Let me give you a real life example. I know one of the most talented artists I ever seen. And I'm not saying that lightly. This guy has won awards everywhere he has gone, college, completion, submission, just everything. Every time he puts his work out, people are just absolutely blown away. Like, why are you not doing this full time? He can do multiple styles, multiple forms at a very high level. But when it's time to actually create or put out work, he second guesses everything. We'll talk about something simple like doing an art show. And instead of moving forward, he'll say something like, well, where am I going to get all the money? And I'll tell him, you don't need money, you need creativity. I've seen people hang art in libraries, coffee shops, community spaces, but it doesn't matter because for every solution, he has another problem. It's like his brain is allergic to finishing anything. And here's the part that's hard to watch. He has projects right now that can make him anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 already lined up, real opportunities. But instead, he'll go work a job making $13 an hour and then say, I just need money right now. Even though the art will pay him, that's what overthinking does. It clouds your judgment. It makes you choose the smaller life while convincing you it's a smarter one. And that's the hardest part about watching that, is knowing he's capable of more and watching him choose less. And the truth is, he doesn't even realize he's doing it. If you're watching this, there's probably something in your life right now that you've been overthinking instead of finishing. So why does this happen? Overthinking usually comes from a fear of making the wrong decision, fear of failure, fear of judgment, perfectionism, not trusting yourself. So instead of moving, you stay in your head. Because in your head, everything still feels safe. But in real life, nothing is actually moving. It's like you keep hitting the gas, but never putting the car in drive. And this turns into something deeper over time. Procrastination, self-doubt, frustration, feeling behind, comparing yourself to everyone else. And then you'll tell yourself, I just need more motivation. No, you don't. You need movement. Because confidence does not come from thinking, it comes from doing. You're not stuck because you don't know what you want to do. You're stuck because you keep thinking instead of finishing. Here's the question that usually make people pause. What decisions have you been avoiding? Not thinking about, avoiding. Because most overthinking is just delayed action. You already know what you need to do. You just don't want to deal with the discomfort that comes from doing it. So let's make this simple. Shrink the decision. You're not overwhelmed. You're overthinking the entire path. I need you to stop that. Ask, what is the next step? Not perfect, not final, just next. Step 2, give it one real attempt. Instead of saying that won't work, give it one real attempt, because assumptions keep you stuck. Actions give you answers. Step 3, accept that it won't be perfect. You're trying to get it right before you even start. That's not how life works. You figure it out by moving. Start small, finish something, then something else. Because finishing builds momentum, and momentum quiets overthinking. At the core of overthinking is a lack of trust. You don't trust your decisions, so you stay in your head. But the only way to build trust is through action. You cannot think your way out of life you're not acting in. At some point, you have to move. Messy, imperfect, uncertain, and that's the only way. If you've been stuck in overthinking, you're not lazy. You're not broken. You're just stuck in a loop. And the way out of that loop is not more thinking. It's action, even small action. Because once you start moving, your mind starts to quiet down and your life starts to move again. You're not stuck because life is confusing. You're stuck because you've been thinking instead of moving. If you're honest, you already know what you've been avoiding. You don't need a better plan. You need to start. And the longer you stay in your head, the more your life stays in the exact same place. If this resonated with you, comment reset below and I'll send you the Burnout Check-In Workbook. It's a simple way to understand where your burnout is coming from and how to start rebuilding. And if you're new here, this channel is all about helping people who feel overwhelmed, overworked, or stuck find their way back to clarity and energy.